From Lagos, the nation's commercial capital, this is the news at 10, live from Channels Television. Reporting tonight, Harriet Agbeni.
Hello and welcome. Tonight, President Jonathan urges Nigerians to shun violence ahead of the 2015 general elections, promises to flag off work on the second Niger Bridge next month. Some residents of the Federal Capital Territory protest poor compensation for the land earmarked for the building of proposed Centenary City. Nurses at the Federal Medical Center in Lokoja embark on strike, ask for the removal of a consultant accused of high-handedness. And Ukrainian lawmakers vote to oust President Yanukovych, expect to hold early presidential elections on May the 25th. And on business news tonight, National Insurance Commission NACOM restates commitment to ensuring proper regulation.
On sports news, Oyo State emerged winners of the 2014 Nigeria International Wheelchair Basketball Championship.
We begin tonight in southeast Nigeria, where the president today asked Nigerians to shun violence as the country prepares for the general elections next year. President Jonathan was speaking at a PDP rally held in Owerri, the Imo State capital. The event was organized to drum up support for the party to reclaim the governorship of the state and the 2015 re-election of President Goodluck Jonathan as Nigeria's president, as well as to welcome returning members who had defected to other parties. After the rally in Owerri, the president left for neighboring Anambra State, where he paid homage to the Obi of Onitsha.
The president, who arrived at the Salmon Bakwe Airport in Owerri alongside the vice president, Senate president, PDP national chairman, and other top party leaders and politicians, is received by the Imo State Governor Rochas Okorocha with members of the state executive. From the airport, the president proceeds to the Dan Anyam Stadium, the venue of the rally, where thousands of party supporters are waiting, dressed in colorful attires, to receive the number one citizen of the country. The arrival of the president signals the commencement of the rally. Different speakers take their turn to address the gathering, organized to receive top politicians in the state who defected from their various political parties. They maintain that the rally will go a long way to strengthen the PDP in Imo State and give credence to their quest to clinch the number one seat in 2015. Also speaking at the rally, the national chairman of the People's Democratic Party, Adamu Muazu, welcomes the returnees to the fold and gives the assurance that the party will no longer allow any internal rancor that will destroy it. While congratulating the defectors for finding their way back to the party, President Jonathan says the PDP is the only stable party in Nigeria that allows a level playing ground for everyone, as well as a party that respects the rule of law and democratic principles.
PDP has come back strong in Imo State. You ask ourselves, why should any person join a political party? There must be a reason for you to join a political party. The political sciences will give you so many theoretical reasons. But those of us who are practical politicians will say that the first thing that drives you is the ideology of the party.
From Imo State, the president crosses over to Anambra State, where he pays homage to the traditional ruler of Onitsha, Nnemeka Achebe, who urged the president to fulfill some long-standing promises to the people of the southeast, a challenge the president accepted.
When you visited us in 2011 during the general election campaign, you promised that the second Niger Bridge between Onitsha and Asaba will be completed before that became operational during the tenure as president.
Your Majesty reminded me about the Onitsha Bridge. I don't know the exact statement I made in terms of the completion, but I did mention that the first Niger Bridge was built by the first Nnamdi Azikiwe, and the second will be built by the second Azikiwe. And I'm still committed to that. And I want to make sure that the groundbreaking is done before the governor step aside.
Although the president may not have publicly declared his intention to recontest the presidency in 2015, his current tour of the country, which began last week with his visit to the northwest and the southwest, appears to reveal that the time of staying quiet regarding 2015 may be over.
Meanwhile, the governor of Imo State, Rochas Okorocha, has been speaking on the visit of the president to his state. And Mr. Okorocha boasted that he has put to shame leaders of the PDP in the state who wanted to use the visit of President Goodluck Jonathan to blackmail him. He noted that by personally going to receive the president at the Imo airport, he has displayed courage. He claimed that an attempt made by the PDP leaders in the state to deceive the president to come to the state through Delta State Airport was rebuffed by the president, showing he has no problem with the president. Well, the police in Anambra State have discovered the body of Chief James Iloyensi from Abagana in Njikoka local government area of the state, who was kidnapped on November the 25th last year. The decomposed body of the 84-year-old man was found in a forest in Umuleri, Anambra East local government area. Two suspects who were arrested led the Commissioner of Police, Usman Gwari, to the scene of the crime where the body was dumped after collecting a ransom of 1.5 million naira.
From the headquarters of the Special Anti-Robbery Squad, Akuzu, Anambra State Commissioner of Police with his team stormed Ineyi Forest in Umuleri in Anambra East local government area, where the decomposed body of 84-year-old Chief James Emeka Iloyensi was dumped. It was a day of grief for the family of the late chief, who was kidnapped in November last year. According to the family, late Pa Iloyensi's birthday celebration was a few days away and preparations were in top gear when he was kidnapped. In spite of the 1.5 million naira ransom paid, he was not released to the family. Unknown to the family, Pa Iloyensi had died in the custody and his body dumped in the forest. The arrest of two of the kidnapped suspects by the police brought about the revelation on the whereabouts of the late chief. Four of the kidnapped suspects are still at large, while the arrested two led the police to the scene of crime at Ineyi Forest in Umuleri. One of the kidnapped suspects, who admitted to being part of the operation, confessed to the crime but denied killing the elderly man.
That man, just my people were sit with that man. They say that the man he just in the night he just shout and fall. So nobody kill him.
The police cordoned off the area and took the body away, but the family insisted on immediate transfer into a coffin while investigations go on. The police commissioner obliged the request, but he said not much is needed to be said, since investigation has just commenced.
Well, I want to assure you that as investigation moves forward, we will be briefing you when we feel that it is time.
The commissioner restated his resolve to fight crime and criminality in the state and warned those who engage in crime to stay clear of Anambra, as his command is battle ready to flush them out.
Away from the southeast, owners of lands for the proposed Centenary City in the nation's capital are dissatisfied with the federal government's compensation. The indigents of the area complained that the amount they are being offered is too small for them to relinquish their farmland.
This virgin piece of land located on the outskirts of the nation's capital along the airport road is Gosa community. It's a virgin land for now because it's being cleared for the proposed Centenary City. Over 1,000 hectares of land will be used for the proposed city, and about 2,500 people will have to be compensated. The Federal Capital Territory Administration has already earmarked 319 million naira for the compensation of landowners. However, some of the indigents are being paid compensation ranging from 132,000 to 157,000 naira.
The money is supposed to give me is about 1.5 for my own farm. Yes. So the money that they give it to me now is too soon. 32.
The money that they are trying to compensate the Centenary City land with it is not up to the amount that is supposed to be. We were born in this land. Someone like me was born in this life. My father trained me in farmlands because he was having no work. He farmed, he feed me, he married in the farm. We are about 6 as a family.
But the government explained that the compensation is in line with the Land Use Act.
So this assessment, I want to emphasize, has been done based on the Constitution and its regulations with respect to assessment of compensation. I want to emphasize also that for this compensation, what we have just paid them is for their crops and economic trees. They are going to be relocated or resettled. That is still subject to further discussions, and when that is done, then they will now be provided with their houses.
What the Act says is very clear. Economic trees and is based on certain parameter that has been laid down in the Act, and that is exactly what has been followed in the computation of this compensation that was paid today.
The government had earlier insisted that the development of the Centenary City will not commence until adequate compensation is paid to the original inhabitants and property owners on the site. This fresh agitation by the landowners may just be an indication that all is not well with the plan.
In part 2, after the break, when safety in houses is mentioned, your mind goes to high walls and iron gates, but it goes beyond that. Find out why when we return.